It's time for the final, ladies and gentlemen. The Unbelievable is going up against first. We have a ZOTAC versus Protoss. Starting to the top left, the Protoss player. It is first here on Habitation Station, our first map in the series. And starting to the top right, Huyn, who just took out ZvP, and he made it look super easy. I mean, he took him out with a 2-0, and not only with a 2-0, but he took him out within a couple of seconds. To the top right now, we have Huyn currently starting here on this map, and he is in great shape. Let's see if he can actually pull us off against first. Both of them are actually staying at the same house in Europe right now, actually in Germany. So we're gonna jump into this and yeah, have a quick look at how exactly first especially is going to play this game, because he already lost to Huyn in this particular tournament with a 1-2. It was a close affair, like it was really a pretty close deal, but still first has to change things up a little bit if he wants to win it. The last game that they played was, if I'm not mistaken, the game where we saw all those Corruptors and Mutalisks go up against the Phoenixes. So let's see how exactly first is going to change his build order to maybe this time be successful against Huyn. The funny thing in the last time that they played was that Huyn went straight for a double hatch before pool, taking the gold base as well, losing it twice, but still making it work against first. So that was a pretty funny affair. I doubt that we're going to see that again. It would be interesting though, but yeah, I kind of don't think that that's going to be the case. The probe is already out on the map and is trying to get the scouting information. And well, starting to the top left, we have first at least with the attempt to at least find out a little bit earlier what's going on there. There's already a gateway building. And, well, we see the probe moving in, double checking, of course, also everywhere, especially if there's a third base. And as it happens, we still don't have a pool. Like, it's time for the pool, Huyn. You have droned up enough, but you need a spawning pool now. I'm sorry. So he's at 18 right now. Would have been just so, is he really going for it? He goes for it at the same time that he builds his spawning pool. He goes for the base again, and now first is gonna scout this, and oh my god, Huyn, really? He's gonna move in, and he's like, what, really, dude? Again? Alright, let's kill this. Last time he worked with a probe, with a single zealot, and with a mothership core. Was able to take that down. Let's see if first is trying it this time a little bit different. But also Huyn is of course looking at this, and he's probably saying like, let's think about this for a second. The last game it just didn't work out. Just barely. Maybe this time, if I just don't build as many drones and have a few more lava available so I can build zerglings, I might be able to hold that base right at the beginning. So yeah. At this point we actually have the Overlord still getting the scouting information over there to the left side, because there's of course no anti-air unit just yet, with the cybernetics core being not done. We could see a Stalker pretty soon, but it's of course more about that mothership core. The base is already about to be done at that gold expansion, and the first queens are in the game. So right now, even if he moves out immediately with a zealot or even with a Stalker, that gold base is definitely gonna stay alive. He could transfer a few of his drones over. I've seen players just take that gold base very early and then keep a very low drone count at the beginning, because they use the extra income from the gold base to just stay afloat, and then later just droned up behind it and took the additional mineral patches at the natural and in the main base. Something that we might see. For now it's once again just this early aggression that we see move across the map, but I actually doubt that he's going to be able to cancel this base again. I very much doubt that this is going to happen. So here we go, and yeah, double queen already at the front. So double queen at the front, and with that he can already prevent that, or at least defend that for now quite easily. First is actually going into a forge here, so apparently eager to play a longer game and not put early aggression on. I really thought that he would either try to take an early third base or instead just go and try to apply pressure towards that third again. But with him completely leaving Huyn unmolested, this is gonna get very, very difficult for him to do. It's more about his attempt to maybe get a third base. With that forge he could at least build a couple of... well, he could at least build a couple of cannons to protect the third. But this is getting dangerous for first. I mean, we're looking 44 harvesters against 41. Income already in Huyn's favor. Gold base is saturated so far. And he has the overlords, the tech into lair, more drones. So he kind of has everything that he needs. Goes into a roach warren as well. There's that third base that we've been talking about a little bit earlier. And starting to the top left, we have the Overlord just going down, getting the scout off in the main, but not much more than that. Overlord's at the bottom, just making sure that there is no additional warp in pylon for first that he might have missed that could attack his natural and send a couple of units over. Towards the middle of the map, the Xel'Naga Watchtower is still under control of first, and Huyn is already adding a macro hatch. He has speed on the way. The roach run is about to be completed. We are first with a lot more gateways now. 5 in total being added here towards the 2 that he has. 7 gates therefore. But the creep spread is decent. And I must say that Huyn has a very, very solid position here. And it's not only the supply that he has, but it's also the sheer amount of income and the production. Even if he misses an inject or 2, he will have a sick production thanks to that macro hatch over here. That's 4 hatches in total. And he's already building a lot of zerglings and also roaches. This army that is crawling cross map, I don't think that he's going to be able to do anything with it. The force fields, yes. I mean, yes, also the gateways. That's something that you should never neglect. But this is going to get very difficult for first to really pull off, because Huyn has that macro hatch about to be completed, and this is going to be a lot of lava at his disposal. Speed upgrade is just going to finish in time. Speed upgrade for the roaches has also started. It's mostly about the force fields that he could use to, for example, block the ramp. That would be great for him. If he gets that off, that would be amazing. The Lings are running in, trying to get their kills off. The reinforcements trying to squeeze through the gaps, but actually first doing a lot of damage to Huyn here. But it's the energy on those sentries that is now running low, and he's killing sentry after sentry with the roaches that he has there. There's the force field on the ramp that we talked about earlier already, but still he's running a little bit low on the energy, and with the force field, as long as he isn't on the high ground, it doesn't really help him. He can only go towards that third base, towards the gold, but that gold base is already defended by a couple of additional roaches. There he's starting to move in. Lings and roaches from every angle trying to get a grasp of this army. We have the speed upgrade for the roaches not completed just yet. The army supply is still in Huyn's favor, but another round of warp-ins for first. He's still on 3 bases. He has that 3rd. He didn't cancel it. And now the Protoss player is making his way over into the natural of his opponent. Really nice force fields that he's using there, but the sentries are gonna run out of energy very soon, especially since he's now able to take down 2 additional ones. Another round of gateway units being warped in, but there are nearly no sentries left. Only these 2 last force fields. They might be enough. But Huyn, he's even building another roach warren, like God knows why. Where's the first roach warren? I think it's all the way up in the main base, so I'm not quite sure why he's building that. Did he maybe lose it? No, he didn't. So we have him at this point maybe with a wrong tech. Might have... No, the roach warren actually died. Okay, roach warren was sniped, my bad. And while the rest of the army is moving in, it's only the zerglings right now, but the zerglings should already be enough to deal with this, to be absolutely honest. Yes, the +1 attack upgrade for the zealots is of course done, but we also have +1 armor completed. First goes down to 58 overall supply and 112 for Huyn. He's closing this out, the GG, and the Huyn Believable goes into the 1-0 lead in the best of 5 series.